play of the game from way down.
True, silence. Rainer getting absolutely
A team wipe.
The living bomb's going.
Oh my goodness, the ring. Bob Stasnico gonna find Rainer.
And welcome back, everybody. It's Nexus Gaming Series Division C West tonight. I'm Arrow, your host. We just finished watching a nail-biter of a Division A matchup between Wholesome Halfwits and Goodbye Forever, and we're about to see another very close match between Better Than Bots and Can't Counterpick Stupid. It does not surprise me, or it will not surprise me rather, if this is a 3-game series here as well. So teams have been patiently waiting for us. I thank you guys very much for that. Let's showcase where we're at here standings wise. Better Than Bots sitting at 11 points, Can't Counterpick Stupid at 10 points, right behind each other. In Division C West, up until like 2 days ago, all of these heroes, or all these teams, were within 2 points of each other from 1 to 7. So gonna be an exciting time of it. Let's check out our map bans here. Map ban from Better Than Bots, we saw the ban on Brax's Holdout and Infernal Shrines. Can't Counterpick Stupid banned out the Tomb of the Spider Queen and Alterac Pass. Thank you. I'm so glad that we're not going to see another 25-minute Alterac Pass, but we are going to go to Towers of Doom. And as mentioned, we're already in the draft. Here we go. We've got Garrosh being the first ban coming out from Better Than Bots. Going to be Blaze, the first ban from Can't Counterpick Stupid, and they're going to get rid of the Deathwing as well. West Coast, Best Coast, says Celadorn. I don't know about all that. I'll agree for now, though. How about that? I'm willing to accept for now. Long time no see, MJ Doom. Welcome back. Glad to see you. Couple of follows there. Wits End, currently in the game for Can't Counterpick Stupid. Appreciate that. Duke Zach, Caster Extraordinaire, or Caster Hopeful, recently joining the Caster team for NGS. Glad to see you here. Kind of surprised you hadn't already followed, buddy. And Megan420 bringing in the 10 bits. I appreciate it. And once again, I thank you very much for being patient as we get that fourth man of the first phase here onto Oriole. And we're going to see Malthael, the first selection of the game, going to be looking for those double soaks. These guys have had a while to chat, so I expect some of this drafting to go pretty quickly here. Grizzly Pair picking up the Johanna and Evil Alto, the Lunara. So Malthael's going to be able to double soak lanes. I assume that's the direction we're going here with Can't Counterpick Stupid. They're going to pick a 4-man that can put a lot of pressure. That said, we could still see very much the same out of Better Than Bots. So who are they going to pick up? Well, Sylvanas and Lucio going to provide the additional rotation anytime Malthael needs. So Malthael could zip up, grab a siege camp potentially in between. Madathi. Who is Madathi here for? Oh, I have Wits End in here twice. That's unfortunate. Let's fix that. Okay, Death Shape Malthael. All right, we're going to get rid of the ETC. Sorry, Valkymer, no ETC for you. I don't think that we'll see an Arthas. If I remember correctly, Valkymer likes the Arthas. Could see a Diablo, maybe? A lot of tank choke here, though. Got a lot of the primary ones here. Begrudging Acceptance. That's the best I could have hoped for. Exactly, Celadorn. And we're going to see the Lily ban. So that is an interesting ban. Who is Osprey taking? They are concerned about the Lily ban. Is it Zul'jin? Megan420 going to bring in the Sonya. So Sonya's not going to have quite the same double soak potential, but Falstad will certainly help with that. What are our last two picks? We're going to see a tank. We could still see an Uther, although I think that Uther just by himself with the Malthael might be a little bit tough going into what they've got. They've got the spread damage from Lunara, not that that matters to Uther as a tank, but also the stun potential, the slows, all that could make it a little difficult. And it is going to be on Arthas. Oh, great. Well, basically, Valkymer's saying, screw you, Arrow. You don't know me. Or do I? Last pick is going to be our healer. Who's it going to be? Is it going to be Anduin? Guess it is. Can I just say that it feels so good when you're like, bam, this is what it's going to be. It feels so good. Who do you guys think is going to win game number 1? Who wins game number 1? Is it the bots? Or rather, better than bots? Or is it going to be can't counterpick stupid? There we go. Making sure that that worked in chat, because sometimes some of these words Twitch isn't a fan of, and I thought maybe stupid might be one of them, but it was okay. Who do you think's going to win? Vote in chat. Go up there. Hit the drop down, select a team, hit the vote button, and that's how you vote. Game number 1 between better than bots and can't counterpick stupid. It's Towers of Doom, ladies and gentlemen. So, I think right now that if I'm looking at just the drafts and I'm taking skill out of it, taking names out of it, I think I like Can't Counterpick Stupid's draft a little bit better. Like 5% better. So we'll see. We'll see. Just my thoughts. Let's get this going. On the left, we got Better Than Bots. Grizzly Pear going to be playing Johanna on the Meat Wagon. Somebody got reforged. Evil Alto going to be playing the Lunara. We got Megan 420 on Sonya, the Dude Man on Falstad, and Crafty Trent playing the Anduin. And over here for Can't Counterpick Stupid, Deathshade's going to be playing the Malthael. Wits End on the Lucio. Osprey going to be playing Raynor here. Madathi on the Sylvanas, and Valkymer playing the Arthas. And with that Sylvanas, they're going to make their way down. They're going to come down here, and they're going to get themselves a bottom tower. Anduin's going to make the rotation down. They were a little slow getting quite where they wanted to, so they're not going to get that tower. Arthas going to pop that Frozen Tempest to slow the team down, try to make it out. Lucio's going to come up and help him out. And of course, the tried and true Lucio-Arthas combo. Arthas has one of his, I suppose, biggest drawbacks is his lack of mobility, but making Lucio with his crossfade and amp it up can really help Arthas get in or out of wherever he wants to go. Syndragosa, says Keladorn. It could be. Could be. Can't Counterpick Stupid coming in with 5 votes. So we'll see. Chat agrees. That 5%. But Better Than Bots. Better Than Bots has 1 more point than Can't Counterpick Stupid. That means that they're 11 to 10. So they're 10% better than Can't Counterpick Stupid, right? Isn't that how that works? Anduin here going into the renew. We've got the Slam build from Sonya. As both teams working on their siege camps. It's going to be the wingman for the Falstad, getting that bribe and ultimately increasing the lightning rod damage over time. Laws of Hope here for Sonya, Johanna, whomever. And it's going to be Sentinel Wisp for Lunara. So Lunara, Falstad here in the mid and top, and this is exactly the value of Malthael or some of the other double soak heroes on Towers of Doom. When you force the enemy team to go 1-1-3, it opens up the potential for the bot lane to push extra hard. But right now, Arthas doesn't have any mana. So that push is going to be difficult. The Sylvanas helps to enable that push as well. So ultimately, Arthas just has to get mana. Like, he can't really do anything if he doesn't have any mana. He becomes a non-hero, basically. Other than throwing out some Ds. Johanna's going to get the blind onto the team here, so Sonya and Anduin trying to help out here. A little bit surprising to see the Sonya in the 4-man and leaving the Falstad and Lunara up above. I would have thought that maybe, like, having Sonya up in the top lane with maybe Falstad in the mid, leaving Lunara with the team probably would have been maybe a little bit better. I don't know. Hard to say. Falstad then could engage wherever he wants to get to with that flight. It looks like we're going to see Falstad and Lunara trying to pressure out top. Falstad's going to get top here as Grizzly Pear falling very low. Did they get the kill? It's first blood onto Johanna. Megan 420 going to be the next to fall as 2 kills. Up in the top here, though, Falstad and Lunara stalling out the Malthael. And can Lunara get this channel before Malthael can do anything? And it looks like they will. So ultimately, they traded 2 heroes for 4 points. And that is a worth trade, in my opinion. They're not too far behind in the XP. So good on them. But it depends on how much value they lose here. If they lose this bottom keep, or, well, fort, I guess it's just 1, but whatever. If they lose this structure, then it's all for naught. But we got a 4v4 here. Falstad coming in. Lunara's up in the top. Is Lara doing a siege? No, she's just hopping around. Okay. And Valkymer, once again, very low here on Arthas on the mana. And that's one of the biggest challenges with Arthas is mana management, other than his engage or disengage. But we're going to see Crafty Trent here is very slow from the Arthas, and Lucio going in there as well has the reverse amp to help with that slow. Sylvanas, however, going to get caught by the lightning rod from Falstad, so getting the counter kill. And Valkymer going to head back there. Needs that mana Osprey as well on Raynor. And Lunara did pick up that siege camp up top, so Nature's Culling doing some work there, helping her to get a little bit more pressure. But she doesn't have quite the rotational ability to double soak as well as the Malthael with On a Pale Horse here, getting that 20% movement speed. Now, if you guys want to see something a little bit trippy, that's not the right hero. Is it the right hero? It is the right hero. Why isn't it showing? Do I have to click on? There we go, clicking on her. That's what I needed to do. Look at her. Look at her movement speed. She gets this little burst every hop. It's so unnerving. I hate it. Although it is kind of fun watching the rainbow colors there. Johanna's gonna hit that flashlight, slow out the team. The root coming out from Arthas is going to stall it out. However, Valkymer falling once again to that lightning rod specifically from Falstad. Falstad's lightning rod is such it's so annoying of an ability. You're just like, here, take free damage. I don't even have to be super close to you. I can do it from a mile away. But that's gonna give the points over here to Better Than Bots. Looking at 28 to 36, and they're gonna get the kill onto the Lucio, maybe even onto the Sylvanas. All the while keeping that pressure. And this double soak only works well if your 4-man can perform better than the other 4-man or the 4 versus 3. Both teams picking level 10 up here, so we've got the Light Bomb, the Mighty Gust. It's going to be Leap out of Sonya. Maybe looking for a Leap right now, actually. Also going to be Blessed Shield on the Johanna and Leaping Strike from Lunara. On the other side for ultimates, we've got the Wailing Arrow, the Sound Barrier, Last Rites, Hyperion, Arthas holding his. Is it going to be Syndragosa? It could be. Rotation coming down from Sonya and Falstad. They're looking for the Lucio, but Raynor going to be able to secure the kill onto Anduin first. Sound Barrier is going to go out, keeps the Lucio alive here. The Falstad Gust come in. Still no ultimate from Arthas here, as the Silence going to go out. Grizzly Pear going to be able to make it out. Megan 420 getting the kill onto Raynor. Seeing the pings calling for the Lucio, but the Leap going to keep Sonya alive. Can Grizzly Pear make it out? It looks like that's the case. Arthas is going to have to select, there he goes. Army of the Dead is going to be the pick here. And Arthas is going to sniff out that Sonya wants to get this camp. Question is, do they notice? And they do. Grizzly Pear walks through that bush. Here comes the Arthas. It's Army of the Dead time here. We've got the movement pings here. Falstad coming in. This could be suddenly a very bad play for can't counterpick stupid now, as two falling, Lucio and Sylvanas. The light bomb is gonna get the stun onto Arthas. Can they get the kill? Falstad gonna get that boomerang, and they do. They also get the camp, and all the while Lunara up here saying, no, Death Shade, you cannot have these points. Lunara now has a Rainer, uses that leaping strike to get out, but it's not gonna matter. Falstad gonna barrel roll over the wall, stall out the point, the leap again onto Rainer. They're gonna push off Malthael, and this is gonna be 8 more points going over to better than bots. And with those kills here, they're gonna go ahead and get onto this boss. They've got time. They're pretty far away from bot lane where that siege camp is going, so they're not really in a position to get that very quickly. Certainly not before the team is able to react. So getting 4 more points off the map here, great call. 36-16, but you know what? It's never over on Towers of Doom. Towers of Doom is the comeback map. If you have 1 point, you are still in great shape on this map. You can get level 20 and all of a sudden, boom, everything goes in your favor. Megan 420 gonna get some sound waves. Root coming out. I think she's still safe though. Yeah, she's still in great place here. There isn't a minion wave here. Johanna's gonna come down. We got the condemn. Anduin's here as well. The leap going out. Very aggressive positioning, but they're able to get the kill onto Rainer. I don't even know how. The Falstad gonna gust the team back in, gonna push those pumpkin sappers in a little bit too close to the towers. It's gonna go through. Malthael's gonna get taken out by Lunara up top. And now Valkymer here trying to make it away from the team, keeping that Frozen Tempest up to try to slow everybody down. The Chastise gonna miss because of the condemned, but it's not gonna matter. Arthas gonna go down. Sylvanas having to hearth away, needs to fill up on health and mana. And this is a pretty rough time for Can't Counterpick Stupid to lose a couple heroes right before these altars. And this, I don't particularly care for this decision. I would have rather seen them down here pushing in the bot lane. This gives them a little bit easier time getting this bottom control point. It also makes it so that they can potentially get sappers to go through as well. But you know what? They got a little XP out of it, so I'm not going to complain too loudly. They're very close to level 16s here. And we've got Johanna in the bot lane picking up the 4 points already. Level 16's very soon here, anytime now. Sonya gonna have the light bomb, is not quite able to make it. Sylvanas though going in deep all by herself. The leap coming out, gonna help secure the kill onto Lucio. Rainer following shortly thereafter. Sylvanas likely following as well. The last rights coming in though, getting the kill onto Sonya, but there's not enough. Arthas and Malthael are not gonna push into this. They will put themselves at grave risk as level 16's here available. And now they're going to get working on the siege camp. They're saying, you know what? We will take it 4 points at a time. Whose map selection was this? It was better than bots, right? It was. Yeah, okay. They are playing this very well. Their timing is clutch. Although, to a certain degree, I mean, some of the, I guess the timing has just really been the opposite. It's really been that Can't Counterpick Stupid has been looking for fights, and then they potentially, you know, lose, right? Like they end up losing the fights right before an objective, and that is rough. They're looking for this Johanna. She gets the Blessed Shield. Anduin's coming in with a massive light bomb onto 4. Leap coming in. Gonna kill the Lucio. They get the kill onto the Malthael up top. And now Arthas popping Army of the Dead, trying to get out. Has a condemn. The punish as well to slow them down. I think Arthas will make it out, but they're gonna get the top fort pushing hard here. And now Falstad gonna get some bribe value and work on getting this siege camp so that they can maybe even get the bottom fort as well. And this is a triple altar phase. This right here threatens the game. If CCS doesn't get 2 of these altars, it's over. Second tie. I didn't even realize that. 13 and 16 talents. All right, so Malthael heading to the top here. Sylvanas as well. So they've got 2 heroes already here. They're going to get that fort. Yeah. Arthas is going to stall out, so 2 of them are up. That keeps them in the game at the very least. And they agree. They're like, hey, we got 2. We're done. We're still alive. We have 2 points on our core. And we took 4 off of them. They survived the triple altar, so they're good. That said, if they don't flip one of these in the next couple of seconds, this could be game anyway. There's 1 shot coming, I think. Oh, so very close. But Falstad hitting on the Rainer here is going to have to deal... Oh, man. I think that might have been a go into the death zone to finish the kill, but that's okay. Hyperion coming out as well is going to get some damage onto this fort, so it's sitting at half. The next altar is sitting in the mid, between mid lane and bot lane. The boss is back on the map. And 20s are coming up very soon. Level 16s are available for CCS, but this is a tall order. Now there's going to have sappers here. This is looking like a checkmate play. We've got sappers, we've got an altar, we've got a boss. There are any number of ways that ultimately Better Than Bots can push this game into the end. And one of those ways just came up.
Prepare yourselves, heroes. The altars rise.
Looking for that level 20. Here comes Arthas going in. Never mind. Arthas is deleted. Wailing Arrow coming out. They are going to be able to get the... Oh, they're not! It's the Indestructible for Johanna. Falstad using that Mighty Gust. Must have done it right before the wind tunnel, though. Sonya going in hard is going to get the leap onto a couple. Didn't take the crater, though, so doesn't have the lockdown. Sylvanas is going to go down. And here come the Pumpkins finishing the game. It's going to be Better Than Bots taking game number 1 in a very dominant fashion. $18 kills to 5. Very strong, very, very strong showing here from Better Than Bots. Putting on a clinic, it seems like, in this. Wanted to pull up the overall standings here for C West again. So, like, not just the points, but the actual matches played. Looks like most of the teams have actually played basically 6 or 7 matches. This is number 7 for both of our teams showing here tonight. So best case scenario, Better Than Bots can get 14 points. That would put them in 3rd place behind Arrogant Nephilim and would tap that. Can't Counterpick Stupid at this point. Would like to see themselves getting 2 points, which would tie them up with Clouded Minds for 4th place. Good point. You know why they lost? Val couldn't do any zoning stuns, just roots. Fair enough. All right, so it looks like Can Counterpick Stupid would like first pick. Let's see. I think it's Crafty Trent. They want first pick. Let them know. What range of ranks are these players in? I think that most of these players are between Gold and Diamond for Div C. Mongoose actually could probably tell you a little bit better because, you know, he's part of, if not the main guy for the placement committee. So there you go. Let's see. Sonya just picked her level 13 and 16, the mind games. Right? Right? Alright, I'm all caught up on chat. Oh, I didn't hit the update button for the point. And let's see, so they want first pick, so this is going to be another selection of Better Than Bots. You know what, let's take a look at those standings here. Better Than Bots sitting number 5 currently, tied with Dat Task though, with 11 points. That 1 point will tie them up now with Clouded Minds. Can't Counterpick Stupid right behind him, sitting with 10 points. If they can get 2 points with the 1 point that Better Than Bots got, it'll be a 3-way tie for number 4. Yeah. Arrow and Can't Counter. Yikes. Feels awkward seeing the title Arrow and Can't Counterpick Stupid. Alright, guys. Fair enough. I see where we're going with this. Valkymer, what team are you? Valkymer is on Can't Counterpick Stupid. He is the tank, played Arthas last round. And we are getting our teams in here. Oh, I should write down the... Ah, crap. Blaze, Deathwing, and I forgot who the other... Ah, we'll get there. I was in such a rush, I can't remember. I didn't write down the final band there for Can't Counterpick Stupid. I'm sure somebody could tell me. We'll ask the teams. I'm sure they'll remember. Stay positive and you will win, says Etymology. Makes sense. I want to trash talk Valk, but I can't when they just riggedy wrecked my squad earlier this season. Says Mongoose. Oh, that's right. It was Lily. Right, I'm writing these down. I'm writing these down. They won because Garrosh is the ultimate zoning tank. Well, there you go. Yeah, thanks, Celadorn. They just told me. You're gonna hear me say that in a minute. Oh, let's see. Just letting him know that we are ready to go here. How's Chad doing tonight, guys? It's nearly 11 o'clock. It's a Saturday night. You're here with me. You know what? It makes me feel good about my life that you guys are spending your time with me. I know you're here to watch them, but really, you're here for me, right? That's how this goes, right? Ban Murky next match. It could happen. All right, game number 2. It's gonna be Volskaya Foundry. I didn't even realize that was the case. I was invited to the lobby. I wasn't paying attention. Let's take a look at our maps here while they get started on their bans. We got the bans started. Better Than Bots banning out Braxis Holdout and Infernal Shrines. Can't Counterpick Stupid banned out the Tomb of the Spider Queen and Alterac Pass. Game number 1 was selected and won by Better Than Bots. Game number 2 here on Volskaya Foundry was selected by Better Than Bots. Oh, and by the way, Towers of Doom was that first game. Only 11 for... That is true. That is true. I'm actually a little bit surprised that that Valkymer was able to convince everybody to play as early as 10 o'clock for my time. Gonna be the Garrosh and Blaze bans sticking with the same. Are we gonna see more Deathwing and Oriole? Is it gonna happen? Yep. Pardon me. Nearly 4 a.m. Yikes. Where are you at? Are you in, like, London? I think London's 5 at this time of year. Better Than Bots banning out Braxis, but I believe the best option for bans is always Buttspot. I don't have a Buttspot. I don't have any bots. I'm such a, like, noob caster. I don't have all the cool things. Although one of these days I'm gonna figure out there's one thing I just need to work on Streamlabs. If I can spend the time to learn how Streamlabs runs differently than regular OBS, you guys are gonna love the show. England. Well, fair enough. Glad that glad you're stopping by. Are you there on a trip or do you live there? Like what's the story there? Did you meet Valk at BlizzCon? Lunar gonna be the first pick here, switching sides, going over to Osprey. And the dude man sticking with the Falstad, Grizzly Pear sticking with the Johanna. If it's not broke, don't fix it. We're gonna see that Sylvanas and Sonya. So Sonya switching sides as well here. So basically, what we're seeing is King Counterpick Stupid saying, hey, those heroes worked really well for you guys. We're gonna take those. All right, fair enough, etymology. I'm Valkymer's #1 fan. Hey, you know what? That's cool. You're allowed to be Valkymer's #1 fan. I was actually gonna just ask that as well. So in 30 seconds, you're gonna hear me say, yeah, exactly. How did you come across the Valkymer and Nexus Gaming series? All right, ETC gonna be banned out, and it's gonna be Anduin being banned as well. And I like that ban a lot. That Anduin did a lot of work. Evil Alto saying that's fine. We're gonna take that Lucio that you guys liked so much. I've never met him. He came by my stream one time and helped me out a lot with my depression. You know what? Fair enough. I can believe that. Valkymer's a good guy. I don't have nearly as amazing of a story as that. Obviously we've known each other for a while through NGS, but I did get to meet Valkymer at BlizzCon. And you know what? The guy was nice enough to save us a handful of seats in the front row of the HOTS panel. And then sat 4 or 5 rows back. I was like, what's going on? Nice guy, though. We're going to see the Muradin and Stukov. I like these picks here. I like this team a lot. Sylvanas is going to help with the Protector, get a lot more value here. Lunar is going to get a lot of spread value. They do have the Lucio to heal up against that. Zul'jin, though. It's Zul'jin. What are they going to pair? They need their solo laner, right? Are they just going to take the Malthael? Like, does that switch sides? Oh, it's going to be a Nubarak. All right. Okay. They're going to try to protect the Zul'jin and the Falstad. Let's see. Team Valkymer broadcasts this on his Battlenet. Oh, cool. Right on. He did say there would be pie. Well, I don't know what to tell you about that, etymology. Either way, I'm so glad that you're here. Valk is a really cool person. He's the same awesome guy IRL. I think he's cooler IRL. For what that's worth. You know what? I think a lot of the NGS people are actually really cool. Portrait synergy game going on almost perfectly for better than bots. They're not better than bots if they can't get the portrait. I'm pretty sure bots can do portrait synergy, guys. Just saying. Just throwing that out there. Zoning Stormbolts, here they come. Well, etymology, make sure, you know what? Hit that follow button. I do a lot of the casting here for Nexus Gaming series, and you'll find a lot of the information here. I'm not saying I'm right, but I give a lot of information. I know a lot of the names of the talents and stuff. There's that. But here we go. Game number 2. It's going to be Volskaya Foundry between Better Than Bots and Can't Counterpick Stupid. We're going to see Better Than Bots on the left here. Megan 420 playing the Nubarak. Grizzly Pear on the Johanna. Evil Alto on the Lucio. Crafty Trent on Zul'jin. And the Dude Man on the Falstad. Over here to the right, we've got Can't Counterpick Stupid looking to equalize this match. Osprey going to be playing the Lucio. Wits End on the Stukov. Madathi on Sylvanas here. Valkymer going to be playing the Muradin. And Sonya going to be played by Deathshade. Meat pie or fruit pie? You know what? That's a good question. Because I just assumed it was like a fruit pie, but I mean, England, right? So yeah, could happen. Oh my goodness. All right, well, we're gonna focus on the game. Silent's gonna go out there onto the 2. Sonya in the bot lane gathering that XP here. Crafty Trent falling a bit low, but he's Zul'jin, so that actually provides him a lot of value, especially when he gets under that 50% threshold. So getting the extra auto attacks, also a little bit of extra damage when he procs his... Obviously the Amani Rage, but Falstad getting very low here. Has to be careful about his positioning. And here comes the support camp. It's on the map. First minute here. Neither team on their camps. But I want to remember what the name of that talent was, or that ability. So let's look. Zul'jin's Berserker. Of course it is. Lunara gonna make her way over here. She's got that Sentinel Wisp, so she'll be able to spot anybody coming within 500 yards or so of her while she's gathering this bottom fortification camp. Lucio getting things started over here, but this is a little dangerous here by Lucio's self. And because of that fact, because Sonya was here and the danger pings, everybody's so low. Falstad's low. Lucio was low. Crafty Trent trying to stay away from Lucio so he can keep that auto attack speed going. You know what? Shepherd's Pie. I went to London for a week, and then I went to Dublin for just a couple days. Did a quick hop over there. Really enjoyed my time there. It was a lot of fun. And actually enjoyed most of the food that I had there. There was some of it that I didn't quite find as exciting. Bot lane going to be Zul'jin versus... rather, Zul'jin and Lucio versus Sonya here, at least for a short bit. And Better Than Bots has... You know, they've got to... Oh, I didn't do the thing. I got to do the thing. Here, I'm going to put this up here so that I can do the vote. Let's do that vote. Manage poll. Drop that. Oh. Gotta get down there. They're going to get the kill onto Lucio. And back to the support camp here. Who wins game number 2? Better Than Bots. Or can't counterpick. Stupid. Sorry about that, folks. Make sure you vote in chat. It'll be at the top right there. Hit the drop down. Select the favorite team that you think's gonna win. Is it gonna be Can't Counterpick Stupid? Or is it gonna be Better Than Bots? And then make sure you hit the vote button. But to start with, it's gonna be Can't Counterpick Stupid, starting the channel here, as Lunara gonna be working on this camp. Has the Nature's Culling there at level 4 to help her clear that a little bit faster. And Sylvanas Muradin going to ultimately clear this out eventually. With so many heroes showing the top lane, Better Than Bots is going to get on to the point. 28% the start for Can't Counterpick Stupid so far. Avoid the haggis. Yeah. Yeah. I'm good with that. Need not 1080p. I got crappy internet. I'm sorry. I honestly, I don't even know how to actually change that. If somebody knows specifically how to change that, I'm happy to do so. I don't know if it's a Twitch thing or if it's an OBS thing. %75% here, the mark for Better Than Bots, but Valkymer getting very low. Not quite able to make it over that wall here. Support camp is going to come out. Crafty Trent, they dropped the fortification, the turret there. And Grizzly Pear is going to be the first to fall in this fight now as overtime procced. I think Better Than Bots, I mean, they still have their Anubrak, but they're very low. So they got to pull back here. Johanna's going to be back in a few seconds. They have plenty of time. And they're going to rotate up and deal with the siege camp up here in the top lane. CCS so far leading the charge on the votes. Falstad flying in. They don't want to let CCS get this this turret. They don't want to steal it away. Let them steal it away. Here, Sylvanas trying to use that haunting wave is going to get taken out. Now, can Better Than Bots get onto the point? They need to be paying attention to the timing. They're going to get the kill onto Lunara, but can they get onto the point? It's so close. They are going to just barely make it at 98%. And with the double turrets here, Zul'jin just going to get obliterated. And Falstad's going to push Wits End back. Stukov just can't do anything. The turret's still putting in damage. Somebody turn around and kill them. The Stukov silence going to get Johanna very low here. Valkymer trying to get away is going to make it that dwarf toss, as Lucio earlier there got the kill onto Sonya. So 3 kills to 3 in this game. The turret's still doing damage. We're going to see Johanna and Anubrak going into the Protector, the 2 sturdiest heroes on the team here. Also, the 2 most likely to be able to get away in the event of, say, I don't know, them taking out the Protector. So they can afford to be slightly more aggressive in the positioning of the Protector than they might be. Now, this here, they're taking free damage from both towers. The glove went into the wall, so it didn't get, you know, the tower shut down. So unfortunately, they're not even going to be able to get the towers down. Oh man, Lucio's boombox is going to confuse me so many times with the biotic emitter, I bet. Valkymer looking to try to get somebody there on the opposite side of the Protector. Pops the Avatar here. Blessed Shield going out. I'm not sure if it hit anybody. It didn't look like it. And Taz Dingo's gonna go out there, gonna shove the Zul'jin into the wall here. Does Sylvanas die? She does. That lightning rod getting the value. Sound barrier coming out. They get the pull in onto Lunara here. Leap coming in, gonna secure that kill onto Lucio as well. And Sonya's not done. She's going after Crafty Trent. She gets that kill. And we see the retreat ping saying, hey, Sonya, get back here. We're done with this fight. I want to see them get this support camp now. They've got the vision. They can make it work. You can have to restart. Yeah, okay. So if it's a setting I have to change in OBS, then I can't really do it. So I'll try to... Somebody remind me at the end of the stream to check that out, and I'll try to do that immediately. It doesn't come up very often, but yeah, I mean, if I can make it so that you can watch it in whatever, you know, quality works for you, I'm happy to do that. I don't need to force you to watch it at my level. CCS picks up that support camp. Level 10 talents picked up. We talked about some of them. The Taz Dingo went out. The Cocoon. The Mighty Gust is there. That Blessed Shield. The Sound Barrier. We also have the Leap. The Avatar. The Wailing Arrow. The Leaping Strike. And Massive Shove. And you know what? Just one of these days. One of these days. I just want to see... a massive shove, like right here, like right here, maybe right here, and just do a massive shove that just goes all the way across the map. I just want to see it. I just want to see it. Just go all the way over here. All these keeps and everything will be down, and then bam, right into the core. That's what I want to see. Somebody make that happen. Yeah, the widescreen too. I mean, if you're not playing in 21:9, are you really living? By the way, that's a setting you can set, just so you guys know. You can set that for even if you don't have a widescreen monitor. Or ultra widescreen or whatever they call it, I don't know. Any viewer can change the settings in the bottom right. Click cog, change quality. Okay, cool. Well, there you go. Somebody was saying that it was like locked in at one point, so I don't know if that's still the case or not, but you know. Make sure to check that out. Maybe that can help. I'm gonna try to pull it up on my phone just to see if I can see that happen here. So 4v4 in the top, Falstad versus Sonya in the bottom. And the siege camp here gonna get cleared out. Boombox up there. The support camp still sitting on Murden, so he's got the biotic emitter available. And we're gonna see the channel getting started here briefly. For CCS, they're getting a lot of damage here onto the Anubrak, though. Anubrak's gonna have to pull back. Not if yourself, she isn't living. Indeed. Oh, now I can hear myself. That's unfortunate. There's Sonya leaping in, going after the Falstad, but is going to get caught and taken out. The biotic emitter. Nope. Told you that was going to bait me. It's the boombox. Falstad trying to get some additional damage there. Lunara getting a leaping strike over the Falstad. So we only got 12% out of CCS as level 13's picked up by both teams here. Let's see. Does this give me... Oh, yeah. No, it quite clearly says 1080. That's all. That's the only option I've got, folks. I'm sorry. I will... I'll see if I can fix that later. CCS here with the team up in the top. Better than bots here. They're going to invade on this turret. Now, we do have Merc Queen, so a double turret with the Sylvanas is going to provide, again, a lot of damage, and they're not going to do it. They're instead going to make their way up here, maybe see if they can't contest the support camp. And they have a support camp, so in theory, I mean, they can even drop it and still net positive on that. There's not enough time. They got to get up here. 75% channel already completed there. The Stormbolt hitting onto the Nubrax, sitting at 20 stacks for that level 1 quest. Or not the level 1 quest, but the baseline quest for Muradin here. And now Better Than Bots is going to get this support camp. That's going to equalize them on the overall weapons. No, it's not, actually, because they've got 2 turrets here for CCS. And again, don't forget the Sylvanas value here. So Nubrax's going to get the cocoon onto Muradin. He's going to come out right away here. So the biotic emitters dropped on both sides. The false tag going to push them into the biotic emitter. Feels good. But they're going to get the kill onto Sylvanas. So turrets, again, both of them are pushing hard. And nobody's killing them. And it's 2 turrets to 1 right now. There goes Zul'jin getting the twin cleave going out. And we're going to see these turrets finally falling. Maybe they listened to me from the first round here. Wit's End, though, going to get that lightning rod. Let it be known, if you have a good Falstad player on the other team, you got to be mindful of that. All right, Nubrak and Johanna going back in. And they're going to make their way onto the point. The glove from the Protector going to miss there. We could double it. Yeah, I'm sorry. Sorry, Kelador. It was very awkward for me, too. First fort of the game. 12 minutes and 42 seconds. Now going over to Better Than Bots. Bringing this Protector into the mid lane now as well. They got Falstad in the bot lane. Both teams have level 16s. And the Protector sitting about half health here. Glove gonna shut down the fort for a few moments as they're trying to clear up the lane to get the minions up here, but the Protector's just taking so much damage. So now 2 forts. And as mentioned earlier, I mean, it's both the tanks in here, so they're in a decent place. Like, they don't have to worry too much about this Muradin, but the Muradin's looking for the Zul'jin. Doesn't necessarily care about the tanks here. Looking for the stuns on the Muradin. He does get taken out. Zul'jin getting his Headhunter quest completed. And they're looking for Sylvanas. The slow from the Boomerang gonna keep Sylvanas just where they want her, and she goes down. Looking for this Stukov as well is Zul'jin, but he doesn't have enough health to go dive in towers. And it looks like they want to get this siege camp, maybe get a little pressure in the top lane. I think they'd be better off to go to the bot lane, though. Bot lane's where the next objective is. They really have to kind of evaluate, right? Like, get this pressure going in the top lane, get that XP. And how much can they do with this time now? They've got Muradin coming up soon, Sylvanas. So clearing out this lane will allow them to push. Oh, unless they can just get the kill onto the Sonya. Oh, what a gust! Wonderful gust! The Dude Man with the big brain play, shoving Sonya into the wall after the leap, and that all but secures them this bottom fort. What a rotation, getting that kill. And where do they go from here? Sonya's down. They've got all 5 of their heroes here. I think they could have even pushed on that keep wall. I think that would have been the way to go. They're going to go up to the support camp, I think. And Falstad's in the bush, so he's able to zip around there. Might be looking for a fight here, which, I don't know. They're 19 to 17. They're up a hero, but not wanting to look for that fight just at the moment. CCS, though, likely looking for that opportunity. Can't, well, right? I agree with chat. Question mark, I feel bad. Question mark, Valkymer, he isn't sure either. Sometimes it's just a thing, right? You hit the, maybe you hit the minimap. Well, that's going to put Stukov in an awkward place here for 20 seconds. What did we get? Sorry, yeah. I mean, it happens, right? It is what it is. That's the nature of the beast. If you make a mistake like that and the enemy team capitalizes on it, that's just them doing their jobs. Level 20s on board here for Better Than Bots, and Control Point C just announced. With those level 20s, they're going to start pushing in onto the bottom keep here. Leap's going to go out onto the back line. Zul'jin going to pop the Taz Dingo. Wind Tunnel going to keep Sonya locked in that corner, and Dude Man making work happen here. The upgraded Cocoon keeping the the Muradin locked down for so long. He gets the knockback, but he is able to Dwarf Toss out shortly thereafter. Sylvanas, however, having to use that Haunting Wave to get out, and this looks like it's going to be a keep going down here for Better Than Bots. And I was going to say, I don't see any reason that they don't just keep pushing. They are making their way, looking for the Muradin. They get the stun. He's going to pop Avatar, double stun coming in. The Condemn pulling him into the rest of the damage. Anyway, the silence went down, trying to keep him alive, but the massive shove is going to push a Nubarak out. They're looking for this Sylvanas. They're going to get it. Lunara dying mid-air. Falstad looking for anything, trying to stay close to Lucio to just survive. And it looks like that's going to be game number 2 going over to Better Than Bots. Doesn't look like it was a DC. It was just a misplay. An unfortunate moment. It happens. Whew. All right, well, let's take a look at stats here, and we will see if we can get somebody from Better Than Bots in here. $16 kills to 5, so very similar as far as the numbers to game number 1 on the kills. I think that was 18 to 5. You know, that one Stukov moment didn't cost them the game, but it certainly didn't help the circumstances. He lost with zoning. How is this possible? We'll send in Dude. You know what? I'm so glad they're going to send in Dude Man. That's great. So we're going to see Dude Man here in just a moment. Is Better Than Bots on a level of meta never before seen? I don't know. Maybe. Hey, there's Dude Man.
Hey, what's up? How's it going?
I'm all right. Congratulations. That was a couple of really strong wins. How are you guys feeling after all that?
We're feeling pretty good. We're bouncing back from earlier this week, so it feels good.
Absolutely. Well, hey, listen. So we're going to come back to some of the details of game number 2 in a moment, but I just want to talk a little bit here. So, you know, the bans were pretty consistent. You guys didn't want to see the Garrosh. They didn't want to see the Blaze, like Oriole and Deathwing. Nobody wants to see these strong heroes. And then the Lily, like, was that just something that they were thinking, like, for themselves? Or do you guys just, like, love the Lily, embrace the Lily, and just have a really strong Lily game?
Oh, sorry, I was muting myself. No, I'm surprised that they banned the Lily. I don't know what they were necessarily thinking with that. Megan does play a strong Lily, but I think where we were set in the draft, we needed some additional CC, so it was kind of a head scratcher for us. We're happy they did it. We left us wide open for that first draft, so
sure,
it worked out well.
Well, and I think maybe they were looking at the, you know, primarily the Raynor, you know,
oh
maybe
yeah,
even
they
the
did pick those assassins soon after. You're right.
Yeah. So I mean, there is that value. I just didn't know if it was like you guys are like, hey, god tier Lily players, you know, that kind of thing. So
no, we were scratching our heads on it. So
fair
worked
enough.
out well.
Fair enough. All right. So game number 1, Towers of Doom. I have to admit, like, for the most part, I felt like their draft was just slightly better. You're going to hear me say that in the replay. I think I said it's like 5% better. And to start with, I was concerned because, you know, when you get that strong double soaker like a Malthael, and you cause the other team to go, you know, 1-1-3, it can really work well to the 4-man rotation or 4-man pushing in the bot lane. But you guys were able to just always get the altars. So, like, how did you guys make sure? Because it was 32-0. That's a very strong showing. You guys had 18 kills to 5, if I remember right the numbers. Like, how did you make sure that you didn't lose those 3-mans? 3 to 4 mans.
They fought amazing down there in those 3-mans. That's really what it was. And to have Sonya and Joe doing it was pretty impressive to keep that team at bay. So that worked out great. In the beginning of the game, too, I tried to double soak for a little while to get to level 4. And then once level 4, Lunara comes online with that additional damage to minions talent.
Right,
and then she can take over from there. And she beats a Malthael in 1-on-1. So from there, we kind of just ran away with it. So that's all we were thinking in our draft, too, is, okay, so they have this strong soul laner Malthael who beats them. Lunara, easy. Okay, let's go.
Makes sense. Well, it worked out really well. And I got to tell you, I was amazed at the number of times that a Johanna, Sonya, Anduin were able to get value and actually just get kills.
That's the squad synergy right there.
Yeah, it was absolutely fantastic. So fantastic play on that. Now, that said, game number 2, who is this Falstad and why does he have the most amazing gusts in the entire game?
That's what I'm talking about, baby.
Right?
Thank you, man. Thanks. It felt good.
I got it. So there was one gust that I thought was a little questionable, which was up top. You pushed him into the biotic emitter. It was fine. You guys get kills and all that stuff. It was just like you were slightly off screen, I think, and then we see them pushed up into the bio, and I'm like, eh. But man,
best gust there. I tried to push him in. I didn't realize the biotic was down then.
So okay. So I do have one. Maybe there's like 10% shade in this, but I gotta ask the question: why do you guys hate killing turrets?
So Crafty was yelling so loud, and I just moved to the other side of the platform because the turrets were all on the left side, so I just went up and around. But yeah, we should have killed the turrets. I should have killed the turrets. That was my responsibility that I kind of whiffed there. But I was trying to push the healer away from the tanks, and it worked out, but I don't know if it was the best strategy.
Fair enough. Yeah, it was just it was funny. I'm watching that first control point, and the turrets are just sitting there, just pelting away, and I'm like,
and we didn't realize that she took Mercenary Queen to like level 7. So, it was pretty funny.
For sure. So, the 2 gusts that you had that were just A+, both of them into Sonya. The first one was
Sonya ate the bad one. Sorry, Sonya.
Yeah. That first gust was the rotation down into bot lane. She leaps away, and you said, not today. Push her against the wall, against her own wall on the outside of it. You guys get the kill. You guys are sitting at the bottom keep. Sonya's just there. Once again, this time it's wind tunnel into the corner. Such amazing, perfectly placed gust to make sure that she goes exactly where you need her to get the kill and ultimately win the game. That was the start of you guys winning that game. So is that 100% you? Are you communicating to your team that this is going to happen? Is there any setup from the team? How does that play out for you? Or are you just that good?
I don't know that it's kind of, I mean, we do communicate a gust is coming, but I definitely like the Sonya, trying to isolate her. I got lucky with between the wall, between the wedge and it was perfect between the tower too. It was great. So, yeah, I mean, what I'm saying, let's get Sonya. Everyone cascades in. It's beautiful. It just works out great. It's a squad synergy,
Great job. Well, you guys get 3 points out of tonight. That will boost you up. Currently, you were tied with Dat Tasto for 5th. That's going to boost you all the way up to 3rd, just ahead of Piecemeal and right behind Arrogant Nephilim. So a nice little boost there. C West is a very competitive division. Is there anybody else that's coming up here that you may not know your full schedule, but do you know if anybody else that you guys haven't played yet that's going to be a particularly close, enjoyable match to watch?
I can't say that I do. I'm not well versed in the division at all, so okay. I would defer to Crafty on that. Unfortunately, I don't have that information. So
all right, that's fine. So again, I mean, you know what? I know that even my own team, even the person who does our scheduling, was asked a question like that, and she was like, "Yeah, we're good. We think we're okay against the rest of the people." Purely not having any idea who else we had left to play. So
yeah, honestly,
no
if I had a list in front of me, I would have just picked one and told you that team. So
Fair enough. You would have just said, you know what? Look, we're playing against
Whoever's at the top is who I want to play. Let's
hold
go.
on. Next week, Full Meta Jacket, Tide Collar, Murgles, Dat Tasthos. So Dat Tasthos probably the you guys actually. Oh no, it's not on the thing yet. So Dat Tasthos is your final game, and at least currently they were tied with you. It looks like you guys have all of your like flex matches scheduled and or maybe even played. Yeah, so December 15th, January 11th, this was a flex match. So you guys are doing great. Just your regular season matches here. And looks like you've got I don't want to say an easier schedule, but you're not facing the people at the very top of the division. You've got just Dat Tasta, which is right even with you, Tide Collar, Murgles, a little bit behind, and Full Meta Jacket is a little bit behind them. So there you go.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. We definitely don't want to take anything for granted, even if we are playing, the quote unquote lower half of the bracket or anything like that. So we just have to stay focused, stay as a unit. I think if we just do if we get what we want to pick, essentially, we do well. So
Sure.
When we try and get cute with the drafting and try and outdraft them or take their picks or something like that, don't force it. Just let it come to you. Pick your best heroes, kind of thing. So.
Sure. All right. Well, I'm going to ask you one final question. You're not allowed to use the gusts as your answer because we've already talked about those. But was there any particular moment from tonight's matchup, whether it was something you did, your opponents did, or your teammates did, that really was kind of a highlight moment in your mind?
There's a lot of things. I mean, I think you already alluded to it earlier, and it's that 3-man staving off the 4-man in the bot, while Luna and I, fought back the aggressive push from Malthael. So I'll definitely have to go with that. That was a strong presence. I can't believe 3 melee essentially pulled that off. So deserves a huge shout out.
Good one. I like it. All right. Well, any shout outs you'd like to make here? The floor is yours.
Shout out to you, definitely. I mean, putting this all together, putting so much time casting. Like you said, I think you casted every game this week. I think you said that earlier. So
every day, not every game.
Every day. Yeah, rather. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, every night, every day. So, yeah, shout out to you guys. You guys do a great job. This is really fun. Having a great time. Can't wait for playoffs. Shout out to my team, definitely. Shout out to the opponent tonight. They did a great job. I'd still say you have to ban the Falstad and definitely ban that Blaze. Keep that Blaze ban going. So it's really strong, and we're excited for everything coming up.
Good deal. Well, thanks again for joining me. I really appreciate you stopping by, sharing your thoughts, and giving a little bit of insight into the team. Have a wonderful night. Enjoy your points, and don't forget to report your match.
Thank you.
All right. It's 11:30. It's not really that late, though. Like, that was an early West game. We could probably do a replay cast. Let's see what we got. What do we got in replay casts? You guys are all here for C West. Let's see if there's anything under C West. There are a couple. Let's see. We could do... One second. I think we want to do this one. This sounds good. All right. Let's do a replay cast. So I'm going to set up, we're going to do a replay cast of another C West matchup. This is going to be Arrogant Nephilim versus Would Tap That. These are currently, anyways, the top 2 teams in Division C West. So I'm going to do a quick pause on the splash screen, and then we're going to come back and do another replay cast. Because why not? Why not? It's Saturday. We're crazy. But we just watched Better Than Bots versus Can't Counterpick Stupid. 2-0 in favor of Better Than Bots. Great play from these teams. Looking forward to the rest of the season. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back in just a few minutes with Arrogant Nephilim versus Would Tap That. Just as soon as I find on the right page. There we go.